G'day folks, welcome back to Delboy's Garage. Now today's going to be episode 25 Project Rat Trailer. A little bit of preparatory work. The chain has been pickling in the molasses mix for about the last 4 days. Now I've been on long 12-hour day shifts for 12 days in a row. Today's 12 days, tomorrow's day 13, and then I've got Sunday off, it's Friday. So because of that I haven't had a chance to get in the garage at all and do anything on the trailer, but that's not a bad thing because the bed line has been drying out nicely and it's forming a nice rubber coating, which is what I wanted it to do. The chain has been, it hasn't completely de-rusted as I expected it to, but it is better, which is okay because it's only going to be welded. I just wanted to get the worst of that thick rust off it. It was absolutely orange with rust. So I'm just going to scrub that off today, and we're going to cut the chain up into hoops and hooks so that I can start welding hooks onto it for tying off goods and for clipping various decorative parts on in the future. So there we are, that's what it's going to be today, prepping the chain up, making that ready for the job. I literally just got from work, it's 7:30 at night. I'm just going to do an hour or so on this because I want to get back to it, getting withdrawal symptoms. I want to do some more on my trailer, so stick around, stay tuned, let's see what happens. Right, okay, here it is. It's been in there for about a week and it is now pretty rust free. That was just orange and thick and powdery with rust, but it's definitely come off. I'm going to give it a last agitate, get the worst off it. Get most of the rust has gone, heavy stuff's off, but there we go. That's going to be alright for welding like that. There we go, it's back in the garage. Right, there we are. Now all I want to do is work out now, take a look at the old trailer. This is definitely what I expected. Lovely solid finish. So that's worked now, and I'm just going to give that a final. It's actually had almost a full week to dry. I did that last Sunday and it's now Friday, so that's had a week to go off, but it has now finally cured, so that's pretty cool. I won't put a coat of black wool paint over that yet because I don't need to, and I want to do a bit more welding on the trailer. This chain is going to form, we're going to use these links, we're going to cut them in half like that to make loops, and then cut them at angles to make hooks, which will be, what I need is hooks along the side, just for tying loads to, perhaps a couple down the bottom, and loops on here to tie things to if a bigger load is going to go in it. So really it's just a case tonight, take some time and prep these properly, count up what I need, how many hooks, how many eyelets, how many links I've got to make those with, get out the old disco doom and start zapping them in half. Some of them are just going to be waste where that's worn away. That is mad. 60-70 year old piece of chain. That one's going to go in the bin because it's no use, but the big ones, all the rest of them are okay. So let's get working out what I need and then get the cut. So it works out 14 hoops. I'm going to put 14 loops on it and 12 hooks. A dozen hooks should be fine on a little 1 metre trailer. So there we are, disc, chain, earplugs. Let's get them buzzed up. Chain is so hard, definitely a wrought iron chain. that, there's 14 handy little loops. Just got to tidy them up on the old grinder, on the grinder bench. Get them tidied up. Now, to cut them offset to make hooks. Two little hooks. Let's make some more. Alright, there we are. 14 hook or 14 loops and 12 hooks. So now it's over to the bench grinder. Let's take all these burrs off and then whack a flat in the back of them, I think, as well. Pop a flat up the back so that they can sit up against and then be welded in place. Okay, let's crack on. So bring you over, and that's pretty much what I had in mind. Just knock the burrs off really. They're just going to get literally tack welded to the tubing. The tubing's quite thin, so I can't weld them too extensively. They'll just get a tack each side, 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll hold them on nice, and then I can tie all sorts of stuff to that. I think one in there or wherever. I got loads, but that's those. Now time to do the hooks. Now some vicious burrs, hence the gloves. Okay, it's all in. Now the boring bit. Now I'm not filing these because I'm OCD. I'm filing them because they've got a rough shape on the grinder, but they're still little sharp bits, and it's better that just take. What would be the one I just ground, wouldn't it?
Bit hot then.
Look.
Blister.
Yeah. Bastard. Just taking the burrs, all the burrs off so they're nice and rounded, nice and smooth, and then any ropes or anything that bungees get hooked on them in the future, they get snagged, frayed or anything. Also, it is because I'm a bit OCD as well. Gotta be right, baby. Laborious and repetitive. There's only one way to get the burrs off completely, just to file them out.
Ow.
I just picked my teeth up. Scrape. Right. That's the 14 hoops. Now we've got to do the eyelets. Halfway. Okay, there we are. That's roughly 2.5 hours of grinding and cutting, but it's been fruitful. What we've ended up with, have a look, Pen. We've got 12 hooks, got a dozen hooks there, and 12 or 14 of these eyelets. What we're going to do with these, the eyelets are going to go places like that. Just going to tack weld them in there. Sort of on there, just so that I can put bungees in there, really, just a decent, good quality, strong, proper hook, eyelet. And the hooks, quite obvious really, probably the most important, they're just going to go on the sides, just so we can hook bungees or shock cords. And we get a tonneau. I might make a tonneau, I might buy one. It's a 1 metre trailer, so you can buy them. I just don't know, similar to the mood I'm in, but it's just now a case of grinding back the primer and then putting a couple of beads down each side, so you've got a proper manly beefy hook, something you can pick the trailer up with, and then you can tie stuff down good and proper. Boring job, same as any project. You come across jobs that are just mind-numbingly boring, but that's one of them. It's done now, happy it's out of the way. Got those prepped, 2.5 hours. Now I can just pick them up off the shelf and just tack them on and have a load of fun in the next video and make this thing, because at the moment you can't tie anything to it unless you tie it right underneath or something with a great big massive bungee, but at the moment you need something to hook stuff to, so that's going to be the next little bit. Still waiting for Scrimnet, eBay, typical, don't go there. And the mud guards, they're going to be scrimmed as well, so again waiting for eBay to scrim. In the meantime I can get some little more construction done. So that was all for now. Sorry it's a bit of a short one, but this is just sometimes what it's like. I didn't want to film too much of this, it's just boring. I'm going to get cleaned up, get this uploaded, so that's all. Thanks for tuning in and watching Delboy's Garage. I always appreciate the support and all the comments, it's fantastic. I love to hear from you all and my friends around the world. Take it easy, ride safe, see you next time.